Hey gang, it's Jim Farmer. I'm out here with Jimbo on Lanier. He's running the camera right now. We just got out here. We've been out here about 5 minutes or so, doing a little cranking today. And Jimbo actually texted me yesterday and started talking a lot of smack, saying he wanted to beat me out here. So we came out here just so I could show him how to crank, something new to him. But been out here about 5 minutes, and look what I got here to show Jimbo. Oh, he just barely hooked me.
I see that.
Yeah.
Do you think he keeps, Jim?
I think he'll keep. It's a nice start. There you go.
That's awesome. That's a great fish.
Yeah, it's a good start. Right now I'm using 1.5 shad crank. It's a castaway bait, little medium diver here. So this has always been a good bait in the early spring and going through spring, especially when we get into the shad spawn. But about 5 minutes worth of cranking, and there you go, right there.
Nice. Very nice.
All right, now, not to be outdone, Jimbo followed me up like 2 minutes later with his own bass here. He.
And this one actually might keep, Jim. This one might be a keeper.
So we've been out here.
Be a good one.
Oh my gosh, look at this one.
Look how fat that thing is.
That's a chubby.
I'm gonna take my time with him.
Yeah, go ahead. I've only got, oh, look at the size of him. I'm not gonna net him, so.
No, it's all right. No, don't net the fish, Jim.
I mean, he's probably only about 2 pounds, so
Yeah,
what's the
tops.
use? What's the use?
Tops 2 pounds, I would think. He doesn't have a lot of give up in him, I'll say that. Not a lot of give up in this fish.
No, those little ones, they're spunky.
Yeah, they are very spunky. These Lanier little fish are, you know.
Someday he's gonna grow up to be a big one, though.
One of these days, he's gonna be a good fish.
See if we can see him. Just take your time with him, Jimbo. I mean, we've got all day out here.
Yeah, well.
He isn't that big, but oh gosh, look at that. Oh my gosh.
That's a gorgeous. That's 4, isn't it?
Yeah, he's 4.
I think he's 4.
4. That belly's 2.
Yeah. But look here, Jim. Bring the camera down close.
All right, what you got? A crawfish, blueback?
Yeah, crawfish in there. See that?
Sure enough, orange crawfish. I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's an orange crawfish. See if you can dig him out of there.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Small little crayfish right there.
Look at the color on that crayfish.
There's your crayfish pattern to use. Little orange.
Yeah.
Little green, little red maybe there on the top.
Beautiful. Yeah, that's why we use the red cranks sometimes. That's a little Chattahoochee craw right there, and they turn red this time of year.
Yes,
so.
they do. And there's more. Hold on. This is not just a single crayfish fish. This is a
look at this.
Multiple.
That's what Jimbo's throwing.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that jig.
Oh, look at that.
Let's just lay that jig down there beside it.
More crawfish coming out.
Yeah, hold on. There's still more. I'm stealing his meal from him.
Holy moly.
Look at that. So that's probably a pretty good representation right there.
It is, right there. That's why we use them orange jigs and orange crankbaits.
Yep.
That's a Chattahoochee craw.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put him back.
Good job, Jimbo.
Thanks.
All right, just got a second one on. Another 2 pounder, 3 pounder, 2 pounder.
Something.
It's something, but it's another good one on the 1.5 shad crank. There he is right there.
We're gonna get a view of him here a second.
There he is.
Oh yeah, good fish.
What a good fish.
Very nice fish. I'd say we're off to a good start, Jim.
I think so. What really makes it nice is this is my second one, and Jimbo's got 1 so far. So look at that sucker.
Woo! You may help you with that?
No.
You want to get it? Okay. Oh yeah, swung him right in. Very nice. And the line broke, but hey, after we got it in the boat.
All right, here we go.
Beautiful. Talk about that crankbait, Jim.
Yeah, that's crankbait. Ooh, look at this. He's just barely hooked in the eyeball. There you go. But this 1.5 is a crankbait I started making, I think a couple years ago. Never really used it till last year, but little medium diver. It's my own color pattern that I came up with for Lanier. And it's been a great one in the spring. It's already paying off.
Look at that fish, man. That thing is a fat beauty.
Yeah, look at the belly on that thing, man. They're just
Good
up in there.
Gosh.
Up in there eating those crawfish off these rocks. Show them the rocks real quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're hitting these big chunk rocks, the darker rocks with this lighter pattern. Really looks good. It's good contrast on this darker rocks. So
that's awesome.
1.5 shed crank.
That is a beautiful crankbait and a beautiful fish. Back he goes.
Okay, here's Jimbo with his second fish. I just caught my third one, but he wasn't really video worthy. Jimbo's got a pretty good one. He says it's a good one anyway.
Might keep.
He says he might keep. This will be number 5 for us if we can get him to the boat here. He's playing him like he's a good one. Oh yeah.
He's solid.
He's solid, yeah.
Not a big one.
Yeah, there he is. He's probably close to 3. Another good solid on that fish. Another good cranking bass right there. We've been out here an hour and a half and we got a solid limit already.
Yeah.
How about that, Jimbo? Give me a big smile. Give me some
Fist
of that.
bumps.
There you go. All right.
Good stuff.
All right. Here's Jimbo with fish number 3. He says it's a good one, so.
It's like a little drag. He might keep.
He says he might keep here. I'm just cameraman. I've got 5 already, and I think Jimbo's on number 3 here, but his seem to be a little bigger than mine.
I'm gonna take my time with this one. I don't know how well he's hooked, and he's really pulling some drag, so I'm gonna
savor it. Just savor the flavor.
Tell you what, one thing I've got supreme. Oh yeah, he's a fatty.
Yeah, he is.
One thing I've got supreme confidence in is my cigar line.
Yeah.
I use 10-pound for cranking. I know that's heavier than some use, but I really like the strength of this line. I like the abrasics.
All right.
Nothing down in his gullet.
Get a good look at him. Oh, nice fish, Jimbo.
Nothing down in his gullet, so no crayfish in this one, but gosh, a gorgeous Lanier spot.
Beautiful spot right there.
So pretty.
Probably about a 3.
Yeah,
something
he's close
like that.
to 3.
So we've got, I think we've got, what, about 8 fish so far? 7, 8 fish, something like that.
Yeah.
So,
It's fun.
Been prosperous. We've only been out here maybe 2.5.
Yeah,
almost
2.5
hours.
Yeah.
Just
gotta bounce around, hitting some rock points, and they
How
seem
about
to be
that?
on them.
There you go, Rocky Point right there.
Good stuff.
All right, this is fish numbers. I've lost count, 6, 7, 8, I don't know. Anyway, still using the 1.5 shed crank. There he is right there. Get him up in there. Don't grab it. I'll grab it. All right, there you go. He's a little smaller one, a little 2-pounder, but pretty good. Hook just fell right out. Another
Nice.
one.
Tell me about the setup you're using today, Jim.
Yeah, let me tell you a little bit about it. We'll go ahead and release him. I'm using my Enigma rods right now. I'm using the HTP, which is a high-performance titanium rod by Enigma. This is a 7-footer. It's medium heavy. It's a Magnum rod. I've got 8-pound fluoro on it. I'm using a lighter fluoro with these crankbaits because I like to get them down. This lighter fluoro gets it down quick. And once again, I'm using the 1.5 shad crank. We're just throwing on rock piles. I think that's number 6 or number 7 for me. But good little shad crank here. Also using a loose speed spin reel. Good little reel. It's got good drag. I tell you, when you're using this lighter line on these rocks, you got to have good drag. If you don't have good drag, well, you're going to break some fish off. There's one fish that I broke off earlier, but you got to have good drag when you're doing this, and this is a loose speed spin. It's not an expensive reel, but it's a great combo with this Enigma high performance titanium rod. So that's the one I'm using now. I'm going to show you another rod that I use a good bit, and I was catching them earlier on it, and this is a Phenom. This is the Enigma Phenom. It's another rod that I use. This is a 7-footer too. It's a 7-foot medium heavy Magnum once again. Got 7-pound test on this one here, but I used this earlier. Another good rod, Pfluger Presidential reel, and great little 7-foot rod. Another Enigma product. Great products here from Enigma. We just stopped off at look at this one. He's not a bad one.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah.
All right, Jimbo, I'm gonna swing him in.
Oh geez, really? Do you want me to lift him for you? Nope.
All right, there we go. A little bigger fish there. Another afternoon Rocky Point here. This makes, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, something like that. The good part about the whole thing is that I'm leading Jimbo. There you go. Nice bass there.
Very nice
I think
job.
it's about number 8.
Yeah, that's solid. I mean, you can count the ones that got off too if you want.
Yeah, there's probably 4 or 5. I'll show you this. What I'm using here. What I did was I switched up and put a red hook on my 1.5 crank. Probably about the 4th time on this thing and caught him. So sometimes putting that red hook on the front works. If the bite slows down, throw a red hook on there. See if maybe that works.
Rip and drag, buddy.
All right, Jimbo said he's got a good one, and it's rip and drag. So.
Still rip.
Oh, he's pulling drag. I think he got a striper on, huh?
Yeah, it's probably a striper. It's kind of what I'm thinking.
Walleye, maybe?
Walleye, yeah.
Walleye, striper.
Walleye. Kind of hit it right at the boat.
Holy cow.
Well, I can't.
Hang on, let me get back a little bit away from him.
I'll tell you what, if this is a spot, it's
Magnum? Big spot?
It's really big if it's a spot. I'm just going to go on record with that.
You are? Okay.
If it's a spot.
I'll bet it's a spot. I mean,
It's a spot.
gosh, I can see.
And it's a monster.
Can I reel for a minute?
Sure.
No, I'm just
Come on up
kidding.
here.
No, no.
Come on, Jim.
No.
I really want to get this one. Oh, boy.
Take your time with him.
Yeah. Holy camoly.
We got all afternoon, Jim. Oh, man, what a fatty. What
That's
a fatty.
There, buddy.
Hang on. I'll be right back with you. Back off a little bit so we can see him. I can only get his tail in there. Look at that guy right there. Another big fat one, 4 pound, 4 pound plus.
Yeah.
Big spot,
Beautiful
big spot.
Fish.
Another good one.
Crankbaits are paying off today, buddy.
Yeah, I think that's number 4, number 5. I
That's
think
5 for me, thank you
Is
very
that-
much. Go back and check your records, Jim.
you're
And all mine are
5.
bigger.
I know
if
your
you've
5
noticed that.
outweighs my 9.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's good stuff. Gorgeous.
Okay, Jimbo says big fish.
Big fish.
If Jimbo says big fish, it's got to be a big fish.
How about this? Big head shakes anyway.
Big head shakes.
Big head shakes.
Let's see a head shake. Shake it.
You just stopped that crankbait.
Did he?
Stop.
I thought we'd get, I had just said I think we're going to get a big one down here, didn't I?
And I think you're right.
Take your time with it.
Moving very easy. Might be a striper.
Oh yeah, big head shakes.
I might have a carp too. Could be a carp.
Yeah, well, you know how they like crankbaits.
Yeah. They crankbaits really well.
And they make big head shakes too.
He just pulled a bunch more drag.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's indicative of them big ones, pulling drag, and the fact that all you're doing is catching big ones, so.
Oh my.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Another big one, huh?
This is the biggest of the day for me.
Is this the biggest of the day?
By far.
Sweet.
This is a horse.
A horse. That's great.
You seem excited, Jim.
I know, I like horses too, but I've been just getting ponies, Shetland ponies. You gonna get him up or?
He's coming. This is a horse.
Oh man, I can see him. Oh man, look at that. Let's see what we got here, Jimbo. Don't fall down. Holy cow, look at the colors on him. Woo. Back him off a little bit. Oh, beautiful, Jimbo. He's a 5 plus.